What's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Asia, and today I'm going to be reacting to Hip Hop Daily, the story of little Jojo. Before I get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you can be notified when we post. Comment down below some other things you'd like to see, some other type of content. And before I get in the video, I definitely heard of little Jojo. I don't really know. I know he's from Chicago. And I think he got killed. I believe he got killed. I don't know too much about him. I believe he was a rapper. I think so. I'm not really sure. So you know what I'm saying. Don't be offended because I'm not sure. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Lil Jojo was one of the early rappers of Chicago's drill movement. He shocked the whole city by dropping the song BDK, which took shots at the Black disciples. But the song also made him a big target and eventually cost him his life. Here's a closer look at the story of Lil Jojo. Lil Jojo was a rapper from the Inglewood neighborhood in the south side of Chicago. When he was only a few months old, his dad got locked up for attempted murder and spent 13 years in jail. He also has a brother who's a rapper named Swag Dinero, and the two was close growing up. Jojo was from the Brick Squad set of the Gangsta Disciples, who are known to beef with the Lamron set of the BDs. At one point, Brick Squad was also allied with STL EBT, which meant they beefed with O Block and 600. But their main beef was with Lamron because the two hoods were close to each other. A lot of news outlets made it seem like Jojo was an innocent kid who got caught up in a deadly gang beef. But according to those who knew him, Jojo was really about that life, and his name is still respected in the streets.
That's crazy how people can be living like 5 minutes from each other and beefing with each other. Like they live in the same neighborhood or close in proximity and be beefing with each other over a hood that they don't even own, or not even just a hood. Like I guess it's deeper than that. I guess I don't know, but I guess they got their reasons. You know, can't really judge them. I ain't really into the whole judging type thing. You know, people do what they gotta do. It just is what it is.
Lil Jojo ain't really know the BDs from O Block, but he did grow up with Lil Reese and Lil Durk. At first, there was no smoke between them. They wasn't cool with each other because they was in separate gangs, but they wasn't actively beefing. There's rumors that the beef really started over a fight at a basketball court. Some dudes from Lamron got into it with some dudes from Brick Squad, and after that, they started taking shots at each other on social media. At that time, Chicago drill was just starting to blow up, and Keef and Durk was two of the hottest rappers in the city. On March 28, 2012, Durk dropped the track L's Anthem. On the song, he took a shot at Brick Squad, rapping, "Brick Squad, I say f*** 'em. Woogle World with 'em, so it's f*** 'em." Woogle World is another set of the GDs who are affiliated with Brick Squad. So, they got caught in the beef for being cool with their enemies. L's Anthem is considered one of the most famous Chicago disses of all time.
It's kind of hard to keep up with, or you know, all the different sets of the, or like, you know, sections of the BDs and GDs all over again. Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard to remember.
Time because of what happened next. Lil Jojo and Swag Dinero first heard the song on the radio. Hearing his gang get dissed like that on a public platform made Jojo angry. When he heard the diss, he turned to his brother and said, "You heard that, bro? Hell nah, we gonna go crazy, that's it." Jojo wasn't even a rapper at that point, but when he heard L's Anthem, he decided to hop in the booth to respond. On April 27, 2012, Lil Jojo dropped a remix of the Chief Keef song, Every Day, called BDK 300K. 300 is a gang made up of a bunch of BD sets who are cool with each other, which includes Chief Keef, Reese, and Durk. But instead of just going after them, he also titled the song BDK, taking shots at the entire gang. The song started a trend of other GD rappers claiming BDK, which just turned up the violence in Chicago. On the track, he also responded directly to Durk, rapping, "Durk say f*** Brick Squad, so I can't wait to catch him. Squeeze his f***ing 40, now they got him on a stretcher." The BDs and the GDs have been beefing for a minute, but when Lil Jojo dropped BDK, he brought the attention on the internet, which took the war to a whole different level. The city was going crazy, and the music influenced what was going on in the streets. But Jojo ain't just stopped there. BDK earned him a lot of clout in the city, so he kept dropping diss tracks to build his career as a rapper. He followed up with the track Tied Up not long after. In the video for the song, Jojo sends shots at his ops while a Chief Keef lookalike is tied to a chair. At the time, Keef was one of the biggest artists in the world after blowing up with I Don't Like just a few months before. So Lil Jojo knew that this was gonna attract a lot of attention. But Jojo still ain't finished there. In August 2012, he dropped a remix of the Yo Gotti song, I Got That Sack, where he continues to take shots at 300. On the track, he raps, catch him in traffic with Lil Reese, man they gon' feel this Mac, BDK that's my team, and my city got my back, went to school with these but that don't mean shit, my tail knocked him out, you should've seen that shit. He mentions Lil Reese by name, and claims one of his homies knocked him out. He also takes shots at Dirk, rapping, Dirk a calling phones, saying he don't want no beef. But this rap, I ain't gonna talk, I'ma leave it in the streets. It sounded like Jojo was suggesting that Dirk try to call him to squash the beef, but he ain't wanna hear it. In the outro to the song, they take it a step further by taking shots at David Barksdale, aka King David, the founder of the Black Disciples. At the end of the song, Jojo's homie, Pete Rico, can be heard shouting, Jojo going dumb on Dirk's ass, BDK, Die L's, on Queen Dave. Dissing your ops is one thing, but once you drag a legendary OG like King David into the beef, then anything goes. So, Lil Jojo was quickly becoming one of the most hated GDs in the city. Then, on September 4th, 2012, Lil Jojo was murdered after dropping his location on social media. According to rumors, earlier in the day, he saw some dudes from Lamron and shot at them, but ain't hit nobody. Then, while Jojo and his brother was riding through the hood, they spotted Lil Reese. They started yelling out the window, dissing him, and calling him a Lil Reese can be heard yelling back, I'ma kill you.
Hey, BT Low. Yeah. Jojo. Hey, I am Brick Squad. Brick Squad, boy. What you talking about, boy? We get up.
Jojo went home and uploaded the video to YouTube and tweeted about it to mess with his op. He tweeted, just call at Lil Reese 300 in traffic and his daddy trying to talk it out. Hashtag no talking, hashtag Brick Squad, followed by a link to the video. The video quickly went viral, starting a Twitter war between Jojo and Lil Reese. According to some sources, not long after that incident, Jojo was on the block shooting dice with some of his homies when police pulled up and arrested him for gambling. He was taken down to the station and questioned, but was released the same day. He continued dissing Lil Reese online, tweeting out, I'm out here on my 2 feet, where you at Lil Reese, letting Reese know he was ready for the smoke. He took it a step further by following up with, laugh my ass off, I'm on 069, stop the flexing, letting the entire city know his current location. This was a deadly mistake by Lil Jojo. He tweeted his location around 7:30 p.m. and by 9 p.m. he was found dead from a gunshot wound on the 6900 block of South Princeton Avenue, exactly where he said he was online. Witnesses said Jojo was riding his bike when the vehicle pulled up and someone in the car shot him. His brother Swag De Niro denies that Jojo was riding his bike when he was killed, but he was rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. Lil Jojo's death had a heavy impact on the city. Chicago drill was just starting to blow up on a mainstream level, and many thought Jojo was gonna blow up and become bigger than Chief Keef.
That's crazy how, like, the effect Chicago drill has on the world. Like, that's one of the most, the Chicago drill era is one of the most influential eras in hip-hop history because everybody stole their whole, like, how their flow, how they come in, how they talk. Chicago is the one that started, you know, the words op and smoking on, you know, whoever your ops is and all type of stuff. That's crazy how, like, they got everybody saying that. Everybody want to be Little Chicago's now. That's crazy how influential, like, that era has been on hip-hop because everybody rap like that now. And that's crazy. That's how you got influence with everybody trying, you know, rap like you and all that. That's crazy.
But when he got killed, it showed how real it gets in Chirac and that a lot of these dudes was living the life they rapped about. The day after Jojo got killed, Chief Keef tweeted, it's sad, because that Jojo wanted to be just like us. Hashtag laugh my ass off. And dry snitching. Hashtag shh, brick boys. A Twitter user also tweeted, at Lil Reese, a real nigga. The little nigga Jojo stayed in the car the whole time. Out of here. Which Lil Reese retweeted before tweeting, damn, I just woke up to the Jojo shit. F*** him. Swag De Niro clapped back to defend his brother, tweeting, at Lil Reese 300, use a boy. Jojo had you hiding behind your daddy when we pulled up. You know what it is. He also took shots at Keef and Dirk, tweeting, at Lil Dirk, you dead too, lil and at Chief Keef, you dead too. Chief Keef and Lil Reese was both questioned in connection with Lil Jojo's murder, but no charges were ever filed. Keef claims his account was hacked and he ain't tweet those things. But Lil Jojo's mom thinks Keef paid someone to kill her son. After Jojo's death, Brick Squad took on the name JoJo World, and they host an annual JoJo Day every September 4th to honor his legacy. There was a lot of media coverage on Lil JoJo's death because of how popular Chicago drill was getting. The news made it seem like it was a rap beef between him and Keith that eventually led to his death. That might have been part of the reason, but those close to him say JoJo ain't even really know Keith like that. He was really beefing with Lamron, and Keith just caught a couple of disses because he was cool with them, and also the most popular BD rapper in Chicago. No one was ever arrested for Lil JoJo's death, but about a year later, Swag De Niro hinted that whoever was responsible was no longer breathing. He tweeted, "You fans can get sent off by this rap if y'all want to. On phone them, y'all don't know how this go for real. Hashtag no talking. Even the ops know the motherfucker who took my bro ain't walking this earth no more. Fuck him too." Lil JoJo's death will always be tied to the beef with Chief Keef because of the 300K diss. But in reality, it could have been anyone. He took shots at an entire gang, then told the world his location on social media, making him a target for anyone who felt disrespected. Those close to JoJo say he was a real problem in the streets, and his ops saw him as a legit threat. So, it was his reputation that led to his murder more than the music. Lil Jojo is another talented rapper from Chicago who was killed before reaching his full potential. He had a catchy flow and could have made it big if he had enough time to focus on his music, but unfortunately, his reputation caught up to him before he could make it out of the streets.
I'm definitely gonna check out his music and all that. I was something I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the fans. A lot of people better be careful. Y'all be getting caught up in these rapist beefs when they ain't got nothing to do with y'all. And y'all claiming whatever they claiming, and after this and that and the third, y'all better be careful. Cause y'all think it's sweet. It ain't. Y'all better be careful. But yeah, that was from Hip Hop Daily, the story of Little Jojo. I definitely gotta check out his music. I definitely heard of him, but I just never listened to his music. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you can be notified when we post. Yeah, see y'all next video.